This week is Parshas Beha'alotcha. The Torah tells us about a group of people who, when it was time to bring the Karban Pesach, come to Moshe, and they say to Moshe, "We're tamei, we're impure. Lama nigara, why should we be left out of bringing the Karban Pesach?" And at first glance, this seems to be a classic case of what's known today as FOMO, fear of missing out. They didn't want to miss out. All their friends, all their neighbors, everybody was bringing the Karban Pesach, and they wanted to bring it as well. But if we continue the story, we'll see that it has to be much, much more than that. Because what's Hashem's response to that? Hashem's response is not, well, that's how life goes. You can't have everything. That's not Hashem's response. Hashem's response is that you can bring a Karban Pesach 1 month from now. You could bring a Karban Pesach on Pesach Sheni. And according to some commentaries, this was Hashem's plan all along. But he waited till they asked to give them the opportunity to introduce this new Parsha to the Jewish people. But according to other commentaries, this was actually something that Hashem only introduced. He only gave us the mitzvah of Pesach Sheni. He only gave us the opportunity to make up bringing the Karban Pesach 1 month later because these people asked. Why did Hashem respond to their request in such a way? And I think the answer is because it wasn't just fear of missing out. It wasn't just the fact that they felt left out from everybody else. It was the fact that they recognized what a mitzvah is, what an opportunity to bring the Karban Pesach is. A mitzvah is the opportunity to become closer to Hashem, to build their relationship with Hashem, to strengthen their relationship with Hashem. And that's what they were missing out on. They said that we don't want to miss that opportunity to do another mitzvah to become closer to Hashem. And therefore Hashem's response is, whenever you want to become close to me, I will make sure that you have the opportunity. You wanted to bring the Karban Pesach today so that you can become close to me, I'll give you another opportunity in a month. Where did they learn such an amazing lesson from? Where did these people learn such an amazing idea? And I think the answer is that they had the two greatest teachers that they could have had, Moshe and Aaron. Aaron, we find in the beginning of this week's Parsha, that Aaron says that Aaron felt bad that he wasn't able to bring the karbanos, to bring the sacrifices with the other Nesiim, with the leaders of the other tribes, the other Shvatim. So Hashem says, you know what? I'll give you something else instead. Again, Aaron desired to become close to Hashem by bringing the karbanos that all the other Nesiim were bringing, and Hashem said, I'm going to give you an opportunity. And Moshe Rabbeinu as well. Moshe is constantly asking to go into the land of Israel. And as Rashi explains, why did Moshe want to go into the land of Israel? It wasn't to eat Jaffa oranges and to sit at the Mediterranean Sea. He wanted to go into the land of Israel because he wanted to keep the mitzvos of Eretz Yisrael. He wanted to do those mitzvos to become closer to Hashem. And therefore, Hashem says to Moshe, come, look at the land. And the Medrash explains that Hashem was saying to Moshe, when you see the land, it'll be as if you were in the land. How could it be that it's as if he was in the land? Moshe didn't want to just see the land. Moshe wanted to become close to Hashem by doing the mitzvahs. But that's exactly Hashem's response to Moshe. You want to become close to me by doing the mitzvahs? I'm going to give you that closeness even without doing the mitzvah. When you desire to become close to Hashem, you become close to Hashem. We've all gone through a worldwide pandemic known as coronavirus. Different communities handled it different ways and experienced it different ways. But I think one lesson we all could learn from going through coronavirus is that sometimes in life, no matter how much you want to do something, no matter how much you want to daven with a minyan, no matter how much you want to serve Hashem in the way you want to serve Hashem, sometimes you just can't do it. Sometimes Hashem does not allow us to do it. But the one thing we could always do is we can always have the ratzon. We can always have the desire. We can always turn to Hashem and say, we want to become closer to you. We want to do these mitzvahs. We want to learn and we want to daven so we can become closer to you. And if we do that, if we say that to Hashem, if we feel that inside us, then Hashem is going to respond. The same way he responded to Moshe, the same way he responded to Aaron, the same way he responded to these people who wanted to bring the Karban Pesach. Hashem is going to say to us, whenever you want to become close to me, whether I let you do it in the way you want it, or I let you do it in a different way, or I just bring that closeness to you, you will become close to Hashem. Let's make sure we always have that ratzon. We always have that desire to become closer to Hashem. And may we always have the opportunity to do any mitzvah that we want and increase our closeness, increase our relationship with Hashem. Have a great, great Shabbos.